Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Rachel Edeki. If you're just stopping for the first time, please be kind enough to subscribe. If you're already part of the family, I love you. So this is just going to be a quick makeup video. It's actually an introduction makeup. My client is having her introduction. Yeah, so it's basically a bridal glam. So let's get right into it. So I'm starting off by cleansing her face with my micellar water. Then I'm going to let her dry for a while. Then I'm basically going with my moisturizer. I use Cetaphil moisturizer. It works well for me. I'm just going to put that on her face, then apply my primer. I use Rimmel primer. I think I also went in with some Pond primer, but for some reason I didn't get that on camera. I actually recorded this video with sounds like talking about what I was doing and illustration and all, but there was too much noise in the background, like it was too much, so I had to take out the sound and do a voiceover. Yes, but I hope this goes well. So after going in with all my primers, moisturizer and everything, I allow that sit for a while. Then what I like to do, I like to go in with setting powder. For some reason, it just I don't know, I feel like it makes the makeup last longer, helps me control oil better. So I just like to use setting powder for all my clients. Yes. So when I'm done with face prep, I still go in with some setting powder. For me, it mattifies the skin a little and make it last longer. This my client is a whole vibe. We're basically gisting to the end of this makeup. So after going in with the setting powder, I went in with foundation. I decided to use a shade darker than her skin tone for some reason, but it came out well. I just decided to try it, use something a shade darker than her skin tone. Yeah, so that I was hoping for a seamless look. The key to a very good makeup is blending. You have to blend and blend and blend till everything fits perfectly. So I went in with my concealer and a cream blush, and then I blended that out. You see that even as I used the really light concealer, when I blended everything, it was to her skin tone. It wasn't too light for her face. It was just okay. Then I basically blended everything. Yes, I just kept blending till it was okay to me. Here's what it looks like after blending. Then after that, I decided to set her face quickly. So I'm using a setting powder to just set the highlighted part of her face. Not too much of it, just little. Just a little, so it doesn't come out too much. I'm using that to set the highlighted part of her face under her eyes. Then I'm going to use her shade, her perfect tone, to set the rest part of her face. Yeah, I'm using my brush now to just dip in my powder palette, using her shade to set the other sides of her face, the other parts of her face. After setting it, now this is where our baking begins. So I'm going to bake now using my setting powder. I'm applying my setting powder on her eyes, her chin, her forehead, her nose, then the lower part of her chin, just a little amount there. So after I'm done with my baking, I go into nose contour. I'm using a shade darker just to contour her nose to give it the perfect shape I like. Yes, I also set her cream blushed area with a powder blush. After doing her nose contour, I'm doing a reverse contour with my setting powder just to bring out that shape very well. I'm going to start doing her brows now. I'm going to start with a brow tamer to help me make the brows, good enough. Then I'll go over that with a setting powder just to mattify it and, control oil there and make it last longer. Then I'll go in with my brow pencil from Davis. I like to follow the natural hair shape or bone shape, hair shape of my clients, not to create some artificial, just follow the natural hairline of the brows of the client. That's what I am doing. Then trying to make light strokes to make them as natural as possible. I'm still on the brows, just trying to make them come out. She doesn't really have natural brows that much, so I'm trying to make it come out. Now I'm beginning to highlight my brows, to make them obvious and neat. Yes, make them defined. So I'm going into a concealer that is light just to make it pop. Yes. I'm basically going to do the same to the other brow, highlight it and make them look, like twins. We know that no two brows can look identical or exactly the same. No, exactly the same is the word, but we can at least try so they don't look too different. Then I'm going to use the foundation I used for her to highlight the top of her brows, so it's not too bright on top of the brows, just to clean it up and make it neat. When I'm done with highlighting the brows, I try to blend my concealer out so that it's not too obvious or too packed in a place, just to blend it out and make it all neat. And I'm ready to go into my eyeshadow, but before I do that, I like to go into my setting powder again. I call it rebaking my bake, just to catch fallout from the eyeshadow, so you can clean it off easily. If I'll be using glitter, it's going to help me. If it falls on the face, I'll just have to dust it off. Yes. I'm ready to start my eyeshadow now. I'm first of all trying to, set the place that I put concealer. Then I'm going in with some light orange. I don't think the camera caught it well. Even on the palette, it wasn't reflecting orange, but it was orange. I was using some light orange. I really like that shade. It's actually very fine, very fine. So I'm just using it to I'm using it as a base for my eyeshadow. Just use it to blend the concealer that was there and all. I decided to go for some heavy eye look kinda. So I'm using a green eyeshadow. I'm using some dark green to I'm starting with the outer corner with a dark green. I'm using some dark green to go over the outer corner mostly. I'll go in with a lighter green for the beginning, but for the outer corner, I'm using a dark green. I also want to go in with some glitters. So I'm going in with some glitters. I already added my glitter glue on that part of the eye, and I'm going with my glitters. I'm basically doing the same to the other eye so they look the same. And for some reason, I actually did not know that my phone stopped recording. It was after the video that I saw it, meaning that after this process, like, I didn't catch any other thing till the finished look. I was surprised. So please, I'm very sorry. I basically added my lippy, dusted off my bake, and went in with some highlighter. And voila, our bride is ready. This is the finished look. I'm really sorry I couldn't capture the whole process, but I'm glad she loved it. It turned out well. You can see how it matched her skin tone so well. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Mwah. I basically took some pictures after this, and you can check my Instagram for more at Glam with Ray. Thank you. Bye. Till my next video.